I'll crush.
No, I'm not playing Pokemon. Oh! I didn't see you there. Welcome to seasparkles Corner. And I'm Chris. Now, which Chris is you may be wondering? Virus Umbreon Chris, the original. Slightly. The original Chris couldn't be here today, and so you can know which is which. The original Chris is the one with the long black thermal with the bandana on his arm and the vest and the backwards hat. Me, I'm the alternate universe from where gaming is God. So he told me to fill in today, and I found Storytime Chris's pipe, and he has some really good tobacco. Want some?
No, I'm okay, thanks.
She's fine. I guess more for me, right? So.
It's right, because it's not chocolate.
So this is his Storytime tobacco. Well, let's start the story off. Let me see what he got documented right here. He told me to look up for you guys. He went to Magic Kingdom. I haven't been there yet. Seems about fun, but he left a little note for me to give you guys, so I'm gonna read it to myself real quick, and I'm gonna give you guys the story. So, for starters, to show you that he did leave a story, here it is. Now, to start this off. So, today, this morning, the cast of seasparkles Corner, that consists of Seasparkle, which is over there, David, is over there, on the camera, the Chris from this dimension, which is, and their guest star would be Seasparkle's mother, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct, okay, cool. Alright. So, they go to Disney's Magic Kingdom. Okay, so I'm just, screw whatever he writes, I'm just going to tell you guys the story myself. So, I'm going to put myself as if I were him, because, well, technically I am him, just not this dimension. So, we wake up, we had a nice breakfast. I had some cereal this morning. Seasparkle packed me some lunches. She packed me 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and I packed myself some little cereals in the bag, which is still over there. We got there in a good time, 21 minutes, not that far from the hotel. We parked on Simba, through the Heroes parking lot. There's 2 sides, Heroes and Villains. We parked on Simba 114. So row 114 in the Simba section. The monorail was down, sadly. But we took the ferry. A ferry's a boat. It carries a lot of people. Yeah. So we took it to the magical kingdom of awesomeness. So let's fast forward past the bag check and all that random crap we had in there. So we start off, well, this is when we split because my packed me a book bag. So there's this game that I play all the time. When I first visited Magic Kingdom, when I had a solo day to myself, I got these cool cards. They're free when you go in there. I learned that they have these portals in Magic Kingdom. My first 5 cards were these 5. And it's part of the Sorcerers of the Magic Kingdom card game, where you go around, here's a map. There's there's 4 different sections. When I first went there, I went to Adventureland, which had Tortuga from Pirates of the Caribbean, It had Agrabah from Aladdin. The Jungle Cruise, is that the Jungle Book or Tarzan?
Jungle Cruise is the Jungle Cruise.
Jungle Cruise, no, so no.
Jungle Cruise is just a Jungle Cruise. The closest movie you'll find that features it was the avocado, cannibal woman of the avocado jungle of death.
The cannibal woman of the avocado
Okay.
jungle of death, yep.
So basically it's more of, you know, adventures and all that.
Actually, Disney made a movie called The Jungle Cruise, and it was modeled after that. And the movie was made like before I was even born.
Okay.
It's an old movie Disney analyzed.
So the first time I went to Adventureland, but we're only going to talk about today because it's a review. So today I went to Fantasyland, and the cards I got the first time was Merlin's Fireball, Pongo, you know, the Dalmatian male, the tall one, his suit bucket, Mickey's Magic Beans, Lumiere's Candle Blast, and Tiana's Hot Sauce. Now,
Chris, did you notice the Tom Sawyer Treehouse is coming back?
Yeah, I actually saw it.
Yeah.
Now, today, I got Thumper's Mighty Thump, Dash's Whirlwind, which I used to defeat Ursula, King Triton's Trident, Mike Wazowski's Grand Entrance, and the Queen of Hearts card army. I don't have a full set yet, but I only played twice. I only get 5 cards per game. And Fantasyland is right by the behind. It's slightly behind the Mickey's Castle, near the beanstalk thing, and there's a I can show you the map right here. Okay. I'll put this right. Now, Magic Kingdom is split off into Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Main Street, Liberty Square, Adventureland, Frontierland. And I was in Fantasyland, which is right here. So slightly behind the castle, yes. Is it? Yeah. Anyways. So, we were...
Castle's right there.
Yeah. Oh, the castle's right here. So I was right here in this section right here. So I was right by the Seven Dwarfs ride, but I don't want to get into details of that. So I went on a journey to find these portals because this was the Little Mermaid storyline of trying to defeat Ursula. The first time I did it, it was to defeat Yzma. What's her name from Emperor's New Groove? Yzma, right?
I'm not sure his name.
Well, this evil skinny lady. I defeated her. I used Merlin's Fireball on her. Easy. So I went to search for the portal located at the Mickey's. Sorry about that. Oh no, it was. Yeah. Okay, cool. It was located in front of Mickey's, like a beanstalk thingy that they had in there. But back to the story. I'll remember the name a little bit anyway. But the story consists of just me going there, seeking out the first portal, and that's when Merlin told me. Well, the first time I went to the wrong portal, and it says, and it had that crab from Little Mermaid telling me that I was in the wrong portal. Then I kept going, did everything, did Ursula and the 2 little eels. And then they sent me to Frontierland to do the next one, but I didn't do it because I wanted to go on the rides. And I kind of, you know, I didn't want to walk around too much. It was kind of hot today. I wore said clothing that I'm wearing today. Even the hat. So, skipping that part of the story. I rendezvoused back with seasparkles and all that. I texted David after going to the Dumbo ride. And it was an amazing ride. I love the Dumbo ride for some reason. And he texted me a picture of his location. The Pinocchio's restaurant. So I instantly knew what that was because the first time I went, I memorized every land point, certain things. And we met up. We went to the Peter Pan's
Flight and It's a Small World.
Peter Pan's Flight, which note that every time I do these rides, there's always commentary. Not like commentary me talking, it's commentary me freaking out. I didn't literally freak out, it was just to add some fun. So, I had David laughing, almost dying. in our ship, it was just... So, seasparkles mom went on one, me and Dave went on the other. And I saw the railings and I didn't know how the ships were floating. So I started freaking out most of the time. The ride was very nice. Really interesting. Then we went to It's a Small World. Now that scared the living bejeebies out of me, man. That was terrifying. Little slave porcelain dolls. I have a fear of porcelain dolls, but that was too far. It was funny. But I still made fun of them. But they kept looking at me. One of them winked. They didn't buy me a drink first. But after that, we went to the haunted house.
Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion tour. Oh, it was great. Great. I loved it. I learned a lot of things in there. Really cool. Very catchy. I even screamed. Just to add some little fun to it. You know, it was a tour. If I'm in a haunted house, I'm gonna add screaming to it to give it a little bit more feel of a haunted house. After that, we went to... I think we went to Pirates of the Caribbean after that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, we did. After we had lunch.
Oh, we did have lunch after that.
We had lunch first.
We had lunch at this cool place called the... It's actually right by Frontierland. Hold on, give me a sec. You're right by Frontierland. What was it? Liberty Square.
It was in between Haunted Mansion and the Pirates of the Caribbean, right near it.
Okay. Well, they have a place called Sleepy Hollow, but it's not...
That wasn't where we ate.
I'm not saying they have a place called Sleepy Hollow, but it's not a ride, it's more of a restaurant. Oh, really? Oh, well. Regardless.
We had lunch in Liberty Square.
Okay, thank you. Now I can look for what I'm looking for. So we went to the... I'm guessing it's the no, it's not the Diamond Horseshoe.
No, it wasn't Diamond Horse.
Liberty Square Market? No, that's how.
Excuse me.
Columbia
no.
Harbor House?
Yeah, that was it.
Alright, so it's the Columbia Harbor House. It's a fish, shrimp, chicken salads, and sandwiches. Now, the sandwiches were pretty cool. But dude, the kid portions are decent size. So David got the tuna sandwich, and the cool part is, the bread was shaped like a fish. That was cool. They added character to it. You know what I got? I was debating between the vegetarian chili or the chicken nuggets with the fish and 2 things of fries, because they give you 2 sides of your choice.
This will help you out.
So, with the 2 sides of my choice, I got the fries. 2 fries. It's good. And I got a sweet tea because it comes with a lemon. From there, we went on to Pirates of the Caribbean. It was a very interesting ride. They went to the restroom, but I waited in front to hold our place in line. It was a tremendous experience. I loved it because I'm into pirates. So from there, we split up again. They went to the jungle tour. I went to it was the Magic Carpet ride. And then I went to this tiki house. It's called
the Enchanted Tiki.
Yeah, the Enchanted Tiki house. It was more of a show.
Yeah.
I didn't stay long.
I meant to go watch that, but I forgot to.
Yeah, I didn't stay anything in it. So we went to Enchanted Tiki house. And it was pretty cool. In my perspective. So from there, I called David, telling him I was heading to Tomorrowland because that was the next destination where we were going. Now, Tomorrowland, I have a lot of things to talk about. So I'm gonna tell you from my journey from. Let me pull the map a bit to show you.
We then rendezvoused at Stitch's Great Escape.
So
I like that.
I'm gonna tell them what happened before then. So here's Tomorrowland, and here's Adventureland. So I went around the perimeter. So I had to pass the other lands to get to there. Now, on my journey, I've done many things. I met Goofy. I then went to go meet, who's the redhead from Brave? Merida?
Merida. Merida or something like that.
Well, I met her, the redhead, the cool one from Brave, you know, the princess. Now, note that I was doing these tasks for somebody to attempt to try to get all the pictures of every Disney princess. For reasons. For reasons. Reasons that I will not speak of. From there, I went to Liberty Square where I was captured. And I was kind of in a... I was in the middle of town in Liberty. I was in the middle of Liberty Square in this weird guillotine looking thing. But it's not a guillotine, it's more of a... You stand on this... what's it called?
Stalk.
I was on a stalk for 10 minutes. To be honest, I didn't know what I did. I really don't know what I did. But they put me there for 10 minutes. 10 minutes in the hot sun. It was 90-something degrees, but they wouldn't let me go. Hey, it made me feel like I was actually in that age. Maybe it's because I was...
He was arrested for not eating his pasta.
Anyways, so when I got out of there, I went to Fantasyland. Went on the Seven Dwarfs ride. I then went to the carnival. It's still in Fantasyland. And I went to this weird circus tent. It was actually a store. I went to go look around actually. Then I went on Dumbo. From there I went to this weird cafe in Tomorrowland. It's because right by there is where I met the redhead from Brave. She was doing pictures. So I left there, went to Space Mountain, but I did not go on the ride yet. I wanted David to come with me, so I messaged him where he was at. He was at Stitch's
Great Escape.
Great Escape.
2-minute wait. That's why.
And it was actually a quick wait. I got there, I thought they were already in there. But actually, it was pretty neat. It was kind of hilarious doing that. I give that ride a good 4.2 stars. To be honest, I imagined it different than what I suspected, but I liked it. I think we split up after that, correct? No?
No. We split up. Me and you were together, and Mom and my Nana split up to go watch the parade.
I'm saying, like, we split up into groups after that.
Yeah, me and you were together, and my mom and Nana went off to watch a parade. But we went and hit Space Mountain.
Okay.
Break it rained out.
So, me and him went to Space Mountain. Standby time was 20 minutes. First time being on there. Awesome. Now, that's not...
It is the granddaddy of the...
But it's a 3.8. In that side. On the standby side. 3.8 stars.
That was a surprise when I found out that Space Mountain sighting.
We went to the kiosk because I had 3 fast passes to use. Because when you enter the park, you
when this video goes live, there goes the fast pass option for Space Mountain because everybody's going to want it.
So we set up 3 different times. Space Mountain was for 3:45. At 4:20, we had
Race cars.
Then
Buzz Lightyear.
And then 5:40, we had the Buzz Lightyear ride. So we're gonna go right to that. We
made very effective use of those gaps.
When did we go to the carousel?
We went to basically to fill in the time. We did the standby for the.
David, are you making sure that's still recording?
Yeah, it's still recording. I'm sitting here.
I'm looking at it.
We did the fill in the times. We did the Monsters Inc. comedy show,
And that was before the.
that was before the Space Mountain.
So alright, so that's where I need to continue. So we went to this real dude. So Monsters Incorporated, one of the Pixar sections of Disney, has this kind of legitimate comedy floor.
It's an interactive.
It's
stage
interactive. They pointed out some people in the audience. They even talk to you. It's pretty neat.
show. Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor. That's what it's
Laugh
called.
floor. It's actually really fun. I laughed. Fast forward a bit. Space Mountain.
Fast
Pass edition.
That's fast. Sorry.
5 stars. 5 stars.
Mind you, we did have it. The back seat was nobody.
We had 5 people in our seats. I screamed the high heavens, saying every funny thing. I was like, help me Oprah, help me the Dalai Lama, help me Jesus, because someone. Apparently, every time I go to Fast Mountain, I always say I can't read. And then I noticed, wait, yes I can read, but I don't have my glasses on.
I could not believe how.
I can't read.
You know how fast that Space Mountain was on that side.
Jeez,
Because.
So Alpha is standby. Omega is fast pass. We went to Omega after the lap.
There's actually a logical explanation for it, because when Space Mountain was originally built, it was just uniformed. It was the Alpha side when it was first built.
Okay.
So I read that. I actually did write on that one when I was really young, and then it was later remodeled into the 2-seater version of Space Mountain, and it was nerfed big time.
Dude, that Omega side is sick.
And then when it was remodeled again back to the single rider, it was the Alpha was the more timid Space Mountain, and the Omega was the more animal side. And that's the current version that Space Mountain still is. That's why the Omega is so much more beefier, because it's actually the faster Space Mountain side.
Okay, so
And we were actually short one person riding on it, so it was the meaner Space Mountain with the car a little underweight, so it was actually meaner.
alright, so after that,
When I got off that Space Mountain, I could not. I was having to catch my breath because my breath away was so fast.
oh, I skipped it.
and I enjoyed it.
I skipped the detail of Frontierland.
Yeah, Euro Splash Mountain.
No, yeah.
When you're on your
Besides
own.
that, the guns. They had these little guns, a little shooting range.
Yeah, I was gonna go and do that, but then you guys.
It was.
Oh, don't forget to mention when we were there, Thunder Mountain was down for remodeling.
Yeah.
It was down for repairs.
Yeah.
It was out for repairs, but I didn't really know about that much. But they had this little shooting range. You know, it costs $1 to play. Every gun I picked up, they have a recharge thing, so you don't really need $1 to play for some reason. So I kept aimlessly shooting at targets. Okay, the far away ones somewhat, but the ones that are like farish medium, yeah. But that's way back in the story. But after we got out of the
Beast Space Mountain.
the Omega side of Space Mountain, which you guys should try. It's legitimate.
It
fun.
is a beast.
It's so Space Mountain. You go on a roller coaster. It's only one. There's 2 carts you get. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. There's no dual people. It's more back to back. Very roomy and comfortable.
It's an inline steel roller coaster.
Note that you go in pitch darkness.
Well, you're in space. What else would you expect?
Yeah. But it has 7 drops, so many turns, and you'll scream like a little girl. Me, apparently, I kept screaming, I can't read. Why? And I'm like, wait, yes I can. But after we got out of Space Mountain, we went to...
People Mover.
Hold on, went to the restroom. No. I thought a carousel came before People Mover.
Yeah, it was Carousel, yeah.
Because we went to People Mover after.
Yeah, it was Carousel, then... No.
Then second event.
Wait a minute, because you had Space Mountain. The Fast Passes was Space Mountain,
People
race
Mover came
cars,
after race car.
and then
Carousel was before.
and then it was
me.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah, because I know we went to the carousel before we went to the carts. Because we had time to kill. Yeah, we had a pattern. We had scheduled thing, random thing, scheduled thing, random thing, scheduled thing, and then rendezvous.
Yeah.
So we went to... After we went to the restaurant.
Yeah, you're right. I was curious. No, wait a minute. It was the.
We went to the restroom, and then we chilled to go look at the Incredibles dance, and then we went to the carousel for
because we wrapped it up with them, and I talked with them on the phone. You're right. Yeah, it was Carousel Progress.
Okay, so that's how.
I think it was Carousel Progress, and then it was a race. No, we drove on the racetrack before the carousel, before the People Mover. So the People Mover was towards the end.
I could have sworn the People Mover was right before we did the third one.
So it would be the carousel.
People Mover, and then according to your message, after that you played the Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it was Buzz Lightyear, then still more than was Buzz Lightyear, so it would be the Carousel of Progress.
So the carousel came before Speed.
Yeah.
Okay. The Carousel of Progress.
The oldest, longest running stage show in America.
What he said. Very, very entertaining. Literally entertaining. So it's about Walt Disney's life.
Not Walt Disney's life, it's a fictional family.
Oh, that was a fictional family.
That's a fictional family that basically experiences the evolution of technology.
So that wasn't Walt Disney.
That was Walt Disney.
Actually,
but he is voiced by Walt Disney.
Yeah, the Carousel of Progress was originally promoted and shown when they had
in the World's Fair.
World's Fair.
Okay.
Which predated.
Walt Disney oversaw every aspect of it.
See, what I was thinking, it was Walt Disney's life.
No, it was a
So this is more of, okay, talking about...
It's fictional because Walt Disney
his view of what life should be.
No, Walt Disney envisioned a family experiencing the evolution of technology that he was aware of.
Okay.
And the guy who's basically the central presenter of it
is
voiced by Walt Disney.
Okay. So after we did the Carousel of Progress, we went to the second ride, which was corny. Yeah, I guess it was entertaining. So
yeah, the race cars.
3.1 stars. I like go-karts, but they're on rails.
The problem is nobody floors it on it.
You can control the turns and all that. Look, so, long story short, go-karts we went to, very cheesy ride. Let's move on with the story.
I think I might have lost Carousel of Progress, maybe.
Oh, sadly, I'll tell you guys. Carousel of Progress is about family, fictional family, witnessing evolution of technology. Now let's catch up with the story. Rome wasn't built in a day. So, the next thing that comes in the story
The People Mover.
Would be the People Mover. Now that, I give that a solid 5 stars, not because of how it is, it's just because it was really entertaining. David told me some cool stuff about it. Well, not about it. We actually, so I saw inside Space Mountain, I saw inside the Buzz Lightyear thing, I saw inside a lot of things that...
From a different angle.
Pretty cool. I like it.
Sadly, the Disneyland of California lost their People Mover because of age.
So the People Mover is a family-friendly ride. You get on a platform, you sit down.
Over in Max Effect, you really want to ride on it before you do Tomorrowland.
It takes you on a journey. It's about like probably almost 20 people. It takes you on a journey above Tomorrowland. Around the park, into the buildings that they have. Very nice. I'm not going to spoil anything. You need to find out for yourself. So carrying on with the story of Doom, we proceed to the final ride, which is the Buzz Lightyear shooting game. I'm going to call it the shooting game. It's technically called Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. It's you fire lasers to stop Zurg, aka the protagonist from the Toy Story series, and in this shooting gallery inspired game. Now, we didn't go on the Astro Orbiter, which is your pilot your own spaceship high above Tomorrowland. I've never really heard of that either. But anyways, there's a lot of cool stuff here. But aside from that, hey, let's back on the map. I wasn't competing with him because he was mostly controlling the spinning though. But I never tried the ride. It's pretty fun. We got a good combined high score. So technicality, if you added both our scores, even though you were a space cadet and I was whatever the hell I was, we were actually space rangers. If you add up the total.
Which apparently you're supposed to do.
Yeah, so we're space rangers. So after that, we rendezvoused with Seasparkle. Well, no, Seasparkle was already at our car. We rendezvoused with Seasparkle. So her and Mom went back to the car. So me and David had one thing to do. We were gonna go on this other roller coaster, but I was like, screw it. So we went on this choo-choo train. Yeah, a train. They have a train in Disney World. So we rode the train from one side all the way back of the park, all the way to the front of the park. We got lazy. My feet were hurting. So we then went there, met up with them at the car, then came here. Now comes more of the story. You think the story was done? No, we're not, because there's always more stories to come. Let me grab the pictures. We went out as a trio, me, her. Well, yeah, me, Seasparkle, and David went out as a trio to go out to dinner. Now, we went to Al Capone's yesterday, and we went again today. I had the usual, the Shirley Temple. Instead of a lime, they gave me an orange. Kind of had a good flavor. But this is the funny part of this story, that kind of got a lot of people's reactions for some reason. But I'll get to that in a bit. So, first of all, this story to start off. We go in there now, being me, being the Chris I am, I love to play the part of whatever time I'm in. So, this is Lady Jules right here. And you see me, my classic self right here. You see that? She's really hot, isn't she? A doll face. So, now this is me and Babs. She's one of the dancers. This is... No? Yeah, that's Babs. And this is me and Bunny and Dollface. This is Dollface, called Dollface, that's Bunny. This is me and Miss Jewel again. You see that very classy woman right there? Because I'm a very classy person. But then again, I'm the wise guy here. We went back. We had a better winter than we did yesterday. But I'm not going to talk about the bad review because no matter what, I enjoyed the food, I enjoyed the show, and I enjoyed the talent that they had. But today, it kind of upscaled from yesterday. So we sat where usually the mob bosses would sit, all the way in the back. We got plenty of attention. Cool. We felt really cool. Now me, I love to live action role play, and I love to role play in general. So I played the part. Heck, I even got some compliments too. But we're not gonna talk about the compliments. So David had his spaghetti, but apparently with chili. Weird. She had, what did you have?
I have lasagna.
Some lasagna. Delicious lasagna, by the way.
And stuffing.
And stuffing. Me.
And the mixed veggies.
I had 4 pieces. I had 4 steaks, a pork loin, some lasagna, and some spaghetti with Alfredo sauce mixed with nacho sauce. Because that's classic for me. I had a cranberry juice. She used to have Dr. Pepper, then she went to a tea because, you know, you should write in the comments, by the way, to send some magic to make Seasparkle better, by the way. So please do. Now no, I was literally being a mob boss here, like usual. Come on screen we're talking about. We had a fun time there as a trio, you know. Yesterday we went as a quad. Today we went as a trio due to technical difficulties. But anyways, back to this story. Yes. Gotcha. We had a great time at the show. We got greeted by Bugs.
He was cool.
He was cool. Not the same Bugs from yesterday. Not Bugs Bunny either, but they did do a joke of that today. I know I'm not drunk, guys. I'm not. It's just how I am. So Bugs comes in.
I liked when he said, "Did you miss me?"
Did you miss me? He gives me a fist bump. He gives
yes.
David a fist bump. Pretty cool times. See the back seats. They treated us. You know, we felt like the gangsters from back then in the 1920s. Back when Prohibition was around. Back when there was a lot of fashion, huh? Long story short, I love Capone's. I would eat there every day if I could. I would.
Afford it.
I did. If only. But I would eat. I'm saying, like, you know, like the actors weren't the same as yesterday. Well, no matter what, those females are talented, and so are the gentlemen as well, and the waiters. And even during the Bunny song, when the waiters come out and they like say it so late, Bunny, and then they all say it at the wrong time. Oh man.
They sound off key.
That's the point. That was the point of the act. Heck, the Bugs from yesterday had a good accent. The Bugs from today had the look, had a cigar, to make it feel like he was a boss. He did. See, that's the thing the one from yesterday needed. He needed the looks. He had the accent, but he needed that cigar look, you know? Because, you know, back then they had cigars.
I think Al Capone smoked a cigar.
Yeah, he did. The biggest joke they had is "fork you."
Oh, that was funny.
Yeah. I'm about to conclude the story, big muchachos and muchachas. I'm getting drunk. Alright. Well. Oh man. So, you guys be good. Behave. No, you guys are in my face all the time. And you know, I get tired of these two telling me, "Hey Chris, show me your tattoos," or "Hey Chris, show me your room." And I'm like, alright, let's get to start. But I love you guys anyway. To be honest, I really don't give a damn either. So to conclude this video, please feel free to subscribe. Feel free to comment, like, share, do whatever you want. I love you guys. But you guys are getting on my nerves and I'm trying to play Pokemon here. I did this because he's like, "Hey Chris, tell them your story." I'm like, "Oh great, you again." Yeesh. But it's okay, guys. But please feel free to subscribe and like, comment. All jokes aside though, I do love you guys. I just love to do this. I love to do the, oh great, you guys are back. So please, the door's right over there. Let me point it to you. Alright, you're looking the right way. Do you see the door? Yeah, do you want to go? Well good, you have to go. I'm talking to you. So get out.